Alright, greetings one and all, I am the Sonic Geek, welcome back to Persona 5, here we go.
Yeah, despite me knowing from experience that it would not have taken that long, it would have been funny if the Reaper just started showing up while you were setting up, even though I know it would not take long at all.
Run away! Oh yeah. One of the tricks I kind of learned about navigating through Mementos is to pretty much just keep third eye up at all times.
Oh, I almost never use third eye in Mementos. I follow the mini-map.
Yeah, well, I'm usually just trying to keep my eyes on the tracks ahead, and third eye does a pretty good job of, like, clearing out the fog and stuff.
Yeah, like, I've just gotten really used to constantly switching between the mini-map and me. Or just pulling up the full map for, like, where the hell's the request?
No.
Like, the one thing that does trip me up is how the gems for gem shadows can blend in with the color scheme.
Yep.
Let's go.
Of course, you know, then you're on torrential rain and they are goddamn everywhere. Oh, yo, you can't even get Reaper in this first bit, right? He only shows up in floor 3 onward.
Would have been funny, though.
But yeah, one thing that really caught me off guard with Hat in Time is how Ellie, the main villain. Yeah, it's just like, oh, there's a character, and that voice sounds very familiar.
The one that got me off guard was Antfish.
Oh yeah, as the penguin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Xander Mobus is the director.
Oh.
Or conductor, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the one who told you about that.
Actually, I was like just looking through voice casts at one point.
Ah.
Nice.
Yeah, because I remember playing the game and like, that guy sounds a lot like Antfish. I look up the cast list. Oh, that is him. Cool.
You know, it's just like, Xander Mobus as the conductor. Oh, okay, well, guess I'll find out who that character is later. I see the conductor, I hear the voice. That's Xander?
Right?
Like, dude has a really good Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Also, I love how Xander got cast as the in-universe Sir Swears a lot.
Yeah.
And I just love how the entire fandom took that to heart with the peck thing.
Yeah.
Like, even when I was legitimately freaking out or pissed off at something in Hat in Time when tweeting stuff, like, you know, just a certain character pissed me off kind of thing, I would still use that word. See any of my tweets are on Queen Vanessa's Manor, for an example. Jesus Christ, that level!
Yeah. Back in the real world.
Still don't really get that place. Oh, and what was that wall thing we saw at the end?
I'm not entirely sure, but it blocked us from going in past a certain depth.
At some point, but there's none in the house.
Palace, though. It might be
And I don't feel like walking to a convenience store at 9 p.m. just to get a soda.
Why do you know so much about it, Morgana?
My memories are a little foggy in that regard. However, I need to know what lies in the
You know, one thing I keep forgetting when it comes to,
No matter
not only does Morgana share a VA with Chopper, but also with Pikachu. Like, I keep forgetting that Chopper and Pikachu are the same VAs in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Simply didn't exist. So if we can do something about the greatest cause of distortions, I'm certain my appearance will
You wanted someone to save you
Like,
too.
I just remember during, like, one of the first Japanese trailers, just like, holy shit, that's Chopper's voice actress.
So that's why you came poking your nose around with us.
I'll help you.
And then later one of my friends told me that, yeah, that's also Pikachu.
I'll be relying on you guys.
It's also like when I found out that
By the way, Morgana,
Frieza and
are you
Caesar
a boy
Clown have the same
or
voice
might you be a
actor
girl?
in Japan.
Wait, Frieza and who?
Caesar Clown, one of the more recent villains in One Piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
'Cause,
I
like,
agree.
Because, reminder that I never really watched Dragon Ball itself, really just the bridge, and Fighters was my first time hearing the Japanese voices. So first it caught me off guard that Krillin had the same VA as Luffy
I mean,
in Japan.
What is it?
And then later on it's just like,
we're done
and then
talking
later on, it's just like, you know what? Frieza's actually sounding really goddamn familiar. I get to one of the One Piece episodes that has Caesar in it again. It's like,
If we come
oh my
across any
fucking
eyes
god.
and leads, it may be worth dealing
Okay,
with
now
them
I'm
for the
curious. What was your
combat
reaction to
force.
hearing Goku's
There
Japanese
weren't
voice?
any other outstanding ones, though.
Interesting voice. Not the first voice. Not the first one I would have thought of for Goku, but
The big fish are
I didn't like recognize the Japanese VA.
First, you need to find a way to get
Well,
through
I
your
meant just, like,
exams.
In general.
I gotta study.
Yeah, the Japanese voice. I thought not a bad voice. Just not the first voice I would have thought of for Goku.
There he is.
Yep.
The best boy.
Yeah, like Yusuke is probably the closest thing I've ever had to a husbando.
Same.
Just because he's so precious.
Right?
Especially his confidant. Also, his awakening is goddamn awesome.
Yep.
Like, he probably has my favorite out of all of them.
My favorite awakening is Makoto.
Yeah, she's my second favorite.
Yeah, I remember on my first playthrough, my jaw fucking dropped when I was watching that.
I know, it's just like, me with Yusuke. Oh my god, the fingers, what the fuck? Makoto, pfft, I am okay with this. This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Hello.
dude!
Yeah, just, like, my reactions to each one was basically Akira's. Oh, it's time! Like, fuck yes. Morgana was just like, oh, okay, you just already have yours.
Yep.
It's awesome. Didn't expect it to be Zoro, but that's awesome. Ryuji's was just, okay, this is just satisfying. On's was just straight up raw energy.
Yep.
Especially with how she fucking grabs the enemy's sword and chops the other enemy in half with it.
Yep. Okay. This is jumping ahead a bit, but Futaba's.
That was a cool one.
Yeah. I was thinking recently that, like, pretty much her whole the story during her whole palace almost feels like you could put that in Persona 4 and it would not feel out of place.
I know, that dungeon really felt like a Persona 4 dungeon, and I loved it. Granted, without the random generation, but you know.
Yep. That makes it even better, honestly.
Yeah. Also, the fact that the boss fight isn't against Shadow her, but against a cognitive version of her messed up version of her mom.
Yep.
Like, you're straight up fighting her insecurities.
Yep. Which, let's remind ourselves what the shadows were in Persona 4.
Oh, yeah.
Basically that.
Granted, in a different fashion.
Just, yeah.
Like, the actual personified insecurities of her, she did accept, and yeah, the way she gets a persona is basically how they got her their Personas 4. Holy shit.
Yep. Except, whereas in Persona 4, the shadows took a beat down first, she just kind of does that on her own.
Yeah, like, she already had the mental beating for years, and you're basically there to back her up, and she accepts that kind of thing.
Yep.
Like, she basically says, you know what? Fuck this. And that's basically what her shadow wanted her to say.
Yep.
Also, Haru's persona just pulling a shit ton of guns out of under dress was goddamn awesome. Not the most epic of Persona Awakenings, but the way the persona revealed its weapon choice was great.
Now back to Mishima
Yep.
and his self-esteem problems.
Which get a little out of hand.
Yeah, to the point where he actually... You know what? I'm not going to say anything until we get to that point.
Oh, you know, it's a great moment in the Confidant.
Yep. Popularity is going to be at my mercy.
So, since you've now actually, like, talked with the guy, how long do you think it'll take for you to start up Yoshida?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because he's probably one of my favorites. He was one of the first I maxed out, but he's still one of my favorites. Just because, like, we need more politicians like him.
Desperately.
Like, just more people need to be like Yoshida. It's just like, oh shit, yeah, that was a mistake. Let's fix this. Let's fix
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Like, you didn't need to give him a pep talk. More like he just gave he was more like a mentor figure than anything.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't even need you to do a request for him. He handled all that shit on his own. You were just there as the moral support.
Yep.
And he also has some of the most useful, like, battle skills
Well,
in the game.
negotiation skills.
Yeah. So it's like, oh shit, like, instant gratification, no bullshitting, yay.
Woo!
And also possibly pushing that gratification more and more until the shadow gets pissed off at you, but hey, that's your fault. Ugh.
Yeah, I remember on my first playthrough when I was doing a little endgame grinding, I would push Maras for money a lot. At least try to.
Yeah. I remember when I was playing the final dungeon at college, and there's some people who were watching me play were like, what the fuck is that thing? Those people had never seen Atlas before.
It's a giant green penis
Yep.
in a chariot.
That, if I recall, is weak to ice.
Maybe. I don't remember.
See ya.
And uses lots of fire spells. To the point where in Persona 3, you had Mara Logidyne. Severe damage. Only Mara could learn it.
Hey. Well then.
Also, one thing I love is that they gave the Messiah persona Null Pierce. Or no, Absorb Pierce. They gave Messiah Absorb Pierce.
Symbolism!
No, more irony is what it is.
Good. Close enough.
Ugh.
Alright. I need this.
What are your thoughts?
Beef bowl.
Yeah, like, as one guy on YouTube put it, like, according to tropes, this was like either a comment or a quote from a video. We are using that guy to take down the personification of death. This is the most metal thing ever.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. Oh, I think I remember. Thinking to myself, where's the beef bowl shop again? I don't remember. It's like
Oh yeah.
somewhere around here. There it is. Thank you, minimap.
Yeah. I do like how each different shop has its own icon.
Oh, hey, Mishima.
Hi.
Alright.
Wait, what group was he talking about there?
Oh.
Possibly Medjed?
Maybe. I mean, they're gonna show up later, but yeah.
Yep.
I've been expecting you.
Also, I'm not the only one who gets Naruto vibes from the work hat, right?
Counting on you.
No, I'm seeing it too.
Oh, please tell me this shop's outfit is going to be one of the dancing costumes. I mean, they had Yosuke in his Junes outfit.
Nice
Yep.
job.
Oh, God, yeah. This place doesn't have the best working conditions, but guys, if it doesn't help your stat.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to work there like twice for Yoshida to be available,
Let's
right?
head back.
Yep. Because he was right there and he didn't say anything, so.
There's a nice way to tease it, though.
Yep.
Yeah, if I recall, you basically have to do the memory game for him to be available.
Fun.
What?
Trying to remember, what does pollen do to Mementos?
Ah.
I want to
Hold
say it's shock. Oh wait, no, I think it's I not despair, but like the not as bad version, basically. I think is what it is.
Seems pretty rough.
Okay, here we go. Because yeah, like heat wave is making them all tired, I want to say, or something like that. Or no, heat wave is burn.
Yeah, flu season is tired,
Hold
I
on.
think.
Well, no, flu season is despair. That's how you beat Reaper. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah, heat wave. Enemies may start with burn and use Garu or Frey to inflict technical from that. Pollen, more likely to be asleep. Right.
That's what I figured.
They're basically guaranteed to ask for eye drops when negotiating. Yeah. If Reaper's got despair affliction when you encounter him, just hold out for no small tasks depending on your level. The dude won't fucking move. He'll just sit there losing SP, then die. Oh yeah, WiiWare dies this weekend.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Kinda glad I got the first two Phoenix Wright games when I did. Never did get the DLC case though, but I'm fine. I know what happened in that case.
Yeah, I wound up using an emulator and playing through the game again just to get to that case.
Okay.
Request.
But yeah, I really hope at some point that Alice is able to get Arxis to make like a full crossover just Persona Arena game. Doesn't need a story or anything, just have it to where we can play as all the characters.
That would be awesome.
All right.
What would be even better is if they did a JoJo game.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't.
Me too.
Like, they have a good system in mind with how the Persona card system for Arena worked.
Yep. And... well, maybe
Actually,
it's
with
just...
the, considering a stand getting hurts the user, that would make for really interesting strategies if implemented in just the right way.
Yep.
What?
Oh,
But yeah, speaking of which, the most recent episode I saw is the one where
Listen up.
Jotaro and crew are just left the house to go after Dio because episode I saw was the one where his mom got sick.
Ah. Alright.
So yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna bust loose.
Oh, so many good fights in Stardust Crusaders.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them. The one between Star and Hierophant was pretty cool.
Yeah. I can't wait to see your reaction to the Yellow Temperance episode.
Oh, it's not Temperance Yellow, it's Yellow Temperance.
I'm sure it's either way.
Because most of them have been like Arcana then Color if there is a color involved. Because I know from the Death Battle one of them is just called Hanged Man.
Yep.
Hey, let's go.
Alright.
Well then. Oh.
But yeah, Holly makes for an interesting mom character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never expected that much gratuitous English from mom character.
Well, I mean, she is English. English American, I think.
Yeah, true, but she lived in Japanese for 20 years and really got absorbed culture.
Fair point. Oh yeah, I remember first time watching Battle Tendency, actually. It's like at the very end when it's setting up Stardust Crusaders. Jotaro makes a disparaging remark against Japanese people because, yeah.
You mean Joseph?
Joker.
Yeah.
A treasure chest.
And what's funny is he was saying that in Japanese.
A treasure chest.
Yeah.
Irony.
Pretty hard to drive on the rails. They're not really made for cars after all.
I think maybe he was saying that because I think it was explaining why he punched that dude.
Yep.
Treasure chest spotted. Let's open it.
Still.
Which, talk about petty reasons.
Yep.
Sometimes when you're in Mementos, you can hear someone crying somewhere.
Damn it, Mona. I don't want to know about that crap.
I love all the little Mementos conversations when you're just walking around long enough.
Yep.
Like all the ones where Yusuke is lamenting about how he can't afford shit. And followed up by usually either Makoto or ongoing, wait, what? Because I'm remembering the anthology where they were all in charge of spent it on art supplies.
Shadow spotted.
Well, rip.
My kingdom for a Futaba.
And I'm just remembering one conversation where it's like, Haru, I love watching the shadows flee. The sounds of screams is interesting. Makoto, Haru, can we please hold off on the sadistic commentary until after you put down the axe?
It's dangerous to walk around somewhere this dark.
I have something.
I'm so glad that Mona can turn into a car.
For you, Panther.
Hey, I see you also put on the Phantom Thief skin.
Yep. Oh, that actually kind of reminds me. After this cutscene. Blah blah blah. Rest stop. Blah blah blah.
Train.
Phantom Train.
Hmm?
Really fun boss fight in Cuphead.
I was thinking Final Fantasy VI, but yes.
That was the second thing I thought of.
Come on, man.
It was the first thing on my mind because that's what I've been trying to beat in Final Fantasy XIV.
Is
Oh, they brought it
this-
back for that?
Yep.
Huh.
And Kefka.
Hey.
He's like,
You know, I'm surprised I haven't seen Kefka at all in World of Final Fantasy yet. Granted, I just ran into Terra, and I'm getting to a pretty late game.
Yuji.
Ah.
Oh yeah, there's that bit. Okay.
I forget, what does the C's armband do?
It increases money
Ah.
at the end of.
Oh, that'll be useful for my fresh run.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh, we got a couple more minutes. Oh, is this one of those guys I'm gonna find, like, at the very end of the area?
What?
I'm in here doing a request. And you know how sometimes requests,
Mona, let's gun it!
like, you find them at the platform at the very end of the areas?
I've got this!
This might be one of them.
Yeah, that's what
I for if it's the bully, I think it might be.
Yep.
School, huh? I'd like to attend one sometime.
Well,
Oh crap! We're surrounded! We've got numbers.
Oh,
Yeah! Nice one, Panther!
it's a good thing on dodged that. Because that could have sucked.
I know I'm surrounded. What should I do? Maybe this.
Because sometimes you just need to say, fuck you.
We all did great, huh?
Look how so Toby would have done just as good a job.
Yep.
Okay.
But the Megadolon is almighty damage.
Keep it up!
And you know, sometimes some of the shadows have resistances.
Don't remember any of those having resistances. Now, Barrett, I remember having some resistance, but yeah.
What bear?
Losers.
Oh yeah, sunglasses.
Victory!
Yep.
Okay.
Put Kanji in the Persona 4 outfit.
Huh? That was a little too easy.
Or rather, Kanji's outfit.
Huh. Honestly, that's kind of fitting.
Yep. And the dune we go.
But yeah, I swear, if they do not have the DLC costumes for this game in Dancing Star Night, I will be sad. I'm also trying to think of what each song in the soundtrack, what each of the dancers are going to be. Like, I'm trying to think of what songs they put Morgana to.
I'm willing to let it be a surprise.
Victory!
Yeah.
A spectacular victory!
Teddy's were about what I'd expect his remixes to be like.
Okay. Piece of cake.
More treasure. I love how one of the items in this is devil fruit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, odds of one of Ryuji's being one of the Life Will Change remixes.
Okay.
Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe it was on previous floor.
Shit.
Did you happen to miss an exclamation point on the mini map?
Probably. I've just kind of been mindlessly going through this. Shit.
There's a treasure chest.
Well, good news, we made it to the end, so got a shortcut.
Yep.
There's a shadow. What do we do?
Shadows.
I recommend maybe pulling up the full map before you move up. Never mind.
If he's here, we'll know.
No, like pull up the full map.
This is what we have of the map so far.
Well, because like you will see the exclamation point on the full map.
Yeah. It also says up in the upper right corner, head for the upper area.
Oh yeah, that too. Duh. So yeah, to all you viewers out there, yeah, pay attention to your maps and surroundings,
Yep.
Wonder if there's a shadow.
or otherwise this happens.
Yep.
So I'd say maybe pull up the full maps just so you know which direction in general you need to go. Geek.
Howling wind
Yep.
is crazy.
I hear you.
Where does it even come from?
Look, a treasure chest.
I mean, I do that sometimes. It's just not one of
Oh,
those
no,
times,
it's
apparently.
still saying head for the upper area.
Yep.
Damn it.
That was gonna be on floor
Bumping
3.
around is hurting
Huh.
my ass.
You got a problem with my swanky interior?
Well,
Let's deal with him before this.
hello. Goodbye.
One fell swoop. All enemies defeated. Just what I expect from you, Joker. A spectacular victory.
Okay.
Huh? That was a little too easy.
From when I was just listening to the Persona 3 soundtrack just cuz, I have a major urge to cover the last battle version of Burn My Dread now.
All right.
It's
right
a
around
really
the
good
corner. Whoa, hello.
It's such a good mix. Yep.
Ooh, 5 of them. Whatever shall I do?
Ah, 5 Kodamas. That's adorable. I'm surprised you didn't just do Burning Hell since they were weak to fire.
Here, let's go.
Eh. Same result either
Because,
way.
you know, why... Yeah, it's just because... Oh, you're weak to it? Might as well just add an extra step to it.
Okay.
Alright.
That's all it takes for me.
Alright. Before we go in there, gonna end the episode here. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Laters.